The morning of September 11, 2001, began like any other. Across the United States, millions of people rose from their beds, ready to embrace the routines of work, school, and life. The skies over New York City were unusually clear, a perfect late summer morning that seemed to promise calm. Yet, in just a few hours, the world would change forever. America, long considered a fortress of security and freedom, would come under a coordinated assault unlike anything it had ever experienced. This day would be etched into memory, not only as a tragedy of immense loss, but also as a turning point in modern history. In this episode, we revisit the day the unthinkable happened. Here, on Histories and Biographies. At 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. At first, confusion reigned. New Yorkers, staring at the smoke billowing from the skyscraper, thought a small aircraft might have gone off course. But at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 tore into the South Tower in a fiery explosion. The second strike confirmed the truth. America was under attack.
An effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
The towers, symbols of economic might and modern engineering, became scenes of horror. Thousands were trapped above the impact zones, while first responders rushed inside, unaware of the full scale of what was to come. At 9:37 a.m., American Airlines Flight 77 smashed into the western side of the Pentagon, the heart of America's military command.
Oh my goodness. We're looking at a live picture from Washington, and there is smoke pouring out of the Pentagon.
Smoke and flames rose above Washington, D.C., deepening the sense of vulnerability. Minutes later, United Airlines Flight 93, hijacked and intended for another target in the capital, was diverted by passengers who chose to fight back. At 10:03 a.m., their struggle ended in a Pennsylvania field. Their sacrifice prevented even greater devastation. Then came the unthinkable in Manhattan. At 9:59 a.m., less than an hour after impact, the South Tower collapsed in a blinding cloud of debris. The sight shocked the world. At 10:28 a.m., the North Tower fell, erasing the iconic skyline that had symbolized American ambition and resilience. In just over an hour and a half, two of the tallest buildings on Earth had been reduced to rubble, taking with them thousands of lives and leaving a scar on the nation's heart. Nearly 3,000 people were killed: office workers, airline passengers, firefighters, police officers, and ordinary citizens. More than 6,000 were injured, and the emotional wounds stretched far beyond New York. Families searched desperately for loved ones, posting photographs across the city in the hope of news. Firefighters and rescue crews dug through the twisted steel of Ground Zero, even as danger and toxic air threatened their lives. September 11th was not just an American tragedy, it was a global one. People from over 90 nations perished. Around the world, televisions broadcast the images in real time, uniting humanity in grief. From candlelight vigils in Europe to moments of silence in Asia, the world mourned alongside the United States. Investigators soon revealed the attackers were members of Al-Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden. They had meticulously planned the operation, turning passenger planes into weapons. Their goal was to strike America's symbols of power: the financial district, the military command, and the government itself. In their cruelty, they sought to sow fear. Instead, their actions ignited resolve. In the days that followed, America stood suspended between grief and unity. President George W. Bush, addressing the nation, declared that those responsible would be pursued and justice delivered. We will not tire, we will not falter, and we will not fail, he vowed.
We will not tire, we will not falter, and we will not fail.
Congress authorized military action, and within weeks, U.S. forces launched operations in Afghanistan to dismantle al-Qaeda and topple the Taliban regime that sheltered them. The legacy of September 11th reshaped global politics and daily life. Airports introduced new security measures, intelligence agencies expanded surveillance, and nations recalibrated strategies against terrorism. At home, the Department of Homeland Security was established, and laws like the Patriot Act altered the balance between liberty and security. For many Americans, the sense of safety they once took for granted was gone, replaced by vigilance and awareness of vulnerability. Yet amid the darkness, stories of heroism emerged. Firefighters climbed stairwells as others fled. Police officers guided civilians to safety, and strangers helped each other through dust-filled streets. The passengers of Flight 93, ordinary people who made an extraordinary choice, embodied courage in its purest form. These acts of bravery became part of the narrative of September 11th, reminding the world that even in catastrophe, humanity can rise. Today, more than 2 decades later, the scars remain. Memorials stand at Ground Zero, the Pentagon, and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, ensuring that the lives lost are never forgotten. Each year, the names of the victims are read aloud, echoing across a nation that vowed to remember. The phrase, "never forget," has become both a promise and a call to honor the memory of those who perished, while recognizing the resilience that emerged from tragedy. September 11th, 2001, was a day when terror struck at the heart of America, when the unimaginable became reality. But it was also a day when bravery, sacrifice, and unity illuminated the darkest of hours. It reshaped a nation, redefined global security, and left an indelible mark on history. As we look back, we are reminded not only of the fragility of life, but also of the strength that emerges when humanity stands together. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other binge-able channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.